Hey, Mr. Ed here. After looking online for different ideas for chicken watering devices, I found several options, but I have put my own twist on it and thought I would show you guys what I came up with for a small chicken watering system. It would also work for more chickens if you wanted to add more pipe and more cups. So let's take a look at what I've got. First of all, I purchased these watering cups online from a company called Rent-A-Coop. And these are designed so that when the water fills in here, that the spring will let it drop down and it will seal it off. So these are very nice. You can put them in a 5-gallon bucket by removing this wing nut and put them through the side of a 5-gallon bucket, putting the wing nut and washer back on. But you can also get them with some adapters to work with 1/2-inch PVC pipe. So when you get that put together, it looks something like this. You supply your own pipe, and you can get as many as you want on a piece of pipe to create your watering system. Since I only have a few chickens, I figured 2 cups would be plenty. So what I've done is I've created a PVC pipe watering system. I put a threaded end cap on the end that can be removed for a clean out. It's actually kind of tight right now, but this can be taken off. I've got 2 watering cups. And then I'm going to mount this to the wall with some pipe hangers. This will go through the wall to the outside. I've put a water hose connector on the end, and I'll show you in a minute what that's for. But there's what my whole little setup looks like with 2 water cups. To supply the water, I don't have a water hydrant close to my chicken coop. So I will be carrying it in a 5-gallon bucket. So what I've done is I've taken a 5-gallon bucket lid, just a standard lid, preferably one with the removable cap so that we can fill it. And I have inserted a hose attachment. Just drilled a hole and put the hose attachment in with a lock nut on the back. I did put an O-ring behind that to keep it from leaking. I drilled a small vent hole beside the fill valve. And what I will do is I will mount this upright on the bucket so that the water will drain out. This will be mounted above my pipe assembly, and it will gravity feed into that. When I get ready to fill it, I can lift the bucket off the stand, sit it down so it won't leak, undo the hose, go fill up my bucket, come back, hook everything back up. So I'll show you that once I get everything installed. Okay, so this is where my water pan that I had before set, and you can see I've just got a couple of pipe hangers mounted on the wall. I've drilled a hole in the wall to let the pipe go through. Put this through here. Mount nose in place. So I'll get that tightened down, and then I'll show you how I fasten it on the other side. So on the outside of the wall, I created a little holder for the 5-gallon bucket. I'll hold it horizontal. You can see the pipe coming through from inside. I've got that run in under my nest box so it won't be in the way. Mount the lid on a 5-gallon bucket. And that will drop in my cradle like so. And then hook the hose up and we'll see if it works. Okay, so I filled the bucket up with water, set it down on the floor, connected the hose, and then pick it up, set it in the cradle. And it's an old piece of hose and the end was bent, so I've got a slight drip there that I'm gonna have to fix. I may have to replace that little piece of hose because it was kind of old, but that has it set up. I got 5 gallons of fresh water. And hello, Shirley. That's Shirley, guys. And so now I have water in the watering trough. Okay, so my hose was damaged. I couldn't correct the leak because the end of that piece of hose was bent, and so the leak would not quit. And the hose was old and stiff anyway, so I just ran to the hardware store, got a piece of clear tubing, and fixed the problem. Added a piece of clear tubing, popped a cup hook underneath the nest box to kind of support it and give it a little support. And now everything is working great. You can lift the bucket off, set it down on the floor, unscrew the hose, go fill up the bucket, come back, fasten the hose on, and then lift it up, set it on the stand, and the waterers fill up on their own. Okay, one last thing that I did was, chickens like to climb on things and roost on things, so to make sure that they didn't try to climb up on the watering bowls, just built a little lip, a little shed that kind of comes out over it, just so that the chickens can't jump up on there and roost on the things, and hopefully that'll keep them from breaking them. So there's Laverne and Shirley and Lenny. They'll have a place to get good fresh water now. And these are the new additions that'll be going in soon: Natalie, Joe, Blair, and Tootie.